It was good. I'm exemplific, and I'm sure y'all know about G Herbo, who used to go by the name of Little Herb. Chicago rapper. He basically was explaining why he changed his name, and said that it was pretty much, his transition into adulthood, and said that, you know, he he felt that reaching manhood and other factors in his life, like having a kid, um, basically played a role in him changing his name, and also talked about how he grew up in a two-parent household, and basically had his father present, and he said that presence gave him structure and balance. And that's one thing I noticed, man. It's like you got a lot of kids that grow up in these households that are decent households, so it's not like it's always a single mother situation, broken home. It's not always that. When you got these kids that still running, messing around in the streets, it's not always the case. It's usually up to the kid as to what that kid by default naturally gravitates to. What is their proclivity to? Is it towards books, sports, the streets? That's what I noticed. And of course, for G Herbo, aka Lil Herb, his calling was, fortunately and unfortunately, the streets. Because when you look at the end result, the streets eventually got him into a career where he can make money off of talking about his days running around in the streets. So it's a double-edged sword, but he talked about other things as to how, he believes that it's better to have a man in the house when you raising a kid, at least a son, because that's who is still, basically the most fear in the kid to straighten up if the man is a man himself raising that son. And, I agree with them, because I see a lot of situations that pretty much prove his point. But one thing I do commend him for is that he's keeping his name out of trouble. He's not getting, because this guy, I mean, being from Chicago, man, like that's pretty much, that's like the, I don't remember how long, but it's still the murder capital. I can't remember how long it's been, but it's been a while that they've been the murder capital, and to be from there, and to have actually been in the streets and you're still keeping your name out of trouble for this long, I commend him for that. Anyway, leave a comment in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. Download the new podcast episode. And for you rappers, we got hip-hop instrumentals. You can find all those links below. Click them. I'll talk to you later.